Jimmy, Jimmy on the wing. Every time you're on the ball, we know it's gonna be a goal. Your real name is Crescencio. La da da da, la da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, la da da da. Welcome to Claret and Booze. I hope you enjoy the show. Coming you irons.
Bloody hell, was that song getting on anyone's nerves yet? It's getting on mine a little bit. Well, good afternoon. I've decided to go live a little bit ad hoc, as and when I did it a couple of weeks ago. So I may get some live viewers. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. But it will be recorded and saved anyway. Hope we're all well. Hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't, so be it. My name's Virgil. Welcome to the Daily Ramble. Here I am having a rank outside the Old Bailey. So yeah, just taking a little bit of a break from work. Good afternoon to everybody. Right, excellent news or not, as the case may be. It would seem that we are giving a trial to ex-Sheffield United player and Republic of Ireland international Jon Egan. John who? Many of you ask. Now, Jon Egan is your typical, stereotypical sort of throwback centre-back. As I said, he's an Irish international. He has had Premier League experience, quite notably with Sheffield United in recent times. And it would seem that we are going to give him a trial with a possibility of signing him on a free transfer. Now, it's not an exciting opportunity. It's not an exciting name. I give you that. However, could he be the new or the next Craig Dawson? Because obviously when we signed Craig Dawson as fourth, i.e. fifth choice centre-back, not many people batted an eyelid, did they really? And not many people were excited, let's be honest. And we know how that turned out. Now, I'm not for 1 second suggesting that I believe Egan will become the new Craig Dawson, although the title of this ramble does say that. But, you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to it. Now, obviously, if we sign Egan, he will be fourth choice centre-back. Behind Mavropanos, behind, what's his bloody name? Kilman. Forgot his name for a second. And behind Todibo, quite rightly as well. But we are in a bit of a bad situation, particularly if Lopetegui is looking to play three centre-backs at any given time. Now, again, like I said, Egan will split opinions, but hear me out. He's a free transfer. His wages will be very low, probably lower than Sue Fowles, I'd imagine. I mean, I'm going to guess he was on 20 grand a week at Sheffield United, if that, right? He does have Premier League experience. Yes, he has recently, or only recently, come back from a long-term Achilles injury. But it could be a case of, you know, bodies at the moment. We do need some bodies at centre-back position, let's be honest. And yes, we have been linked with Hummels. We have been linked with Sergio Ramos, to name but a few. And they are obviously more exciting. And I'm going to be honest, I probably would prefer to sign those players. But we have to give Lopetegui and the medical team and Tim Steiden the benefit of the doubt here. It's not going to excite you. I know some of you already, I can see some of the comments in the chat. You're going to be questioning it all. But, I mean, if he passes the medical and if he comes through unscathed in there's meant to be a behind the scenes game coming up, behind closed doors game coming up soon, which is where they're going to cast an eye over him. Is it a no-brainer till the end of the season? Possibly. In the grand scheme of things, is he gonna make our squad better? No. But is he gonna make our squad bigger? Yes. And at the moment, it would seem that centre-back is where it's at. I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, because he's not a big name, because he's coming from Sheffield United, he's not going to excite people. But he is a Republic of Ireland international, and he's come up the leagues. You know, he started at Sunderland. He's played for Sunderland, Palace, Sheffield United, Gillingham, Bradford, Southend. So he's done the rounds. He's a very much an old school centre-back. He's very much a typical sort of throwback along the same lines as Craig Dawson, yeah? So, look, he's not going to excite you. I get that, right? But we just need bodies at the minute. So I'm going to go through some of the comments about it because this is live. And it worked well last week with some of you people commenting and me going back. So Bill Clark says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Bill. Darren Clarkson says, Virgil, your head is so big it has its own gravitational field. We're meant to be talking about this signing here, yeah? Bill Clark says the begging box. Afternoon, my old son. Hammers Mikey. Evening, John. It's utterly ridiculous, the situation we are in with centre-backs. It's a piss take. Yeah, I get it. We need a striker as well, don't we? So it's the same situation, really. I mean, we have got, you know, when he's up to full fitness, Tadibo, Kilman, I think they're exceptional centre-backs, you know, and I think they will get better and better, and they have improved us. I mean, Tadibo's not up to speed, full speed just yet, but I think in time he will be. And then we're with Mavropanos, who for me has been okay thus far. He seems to have got a bit better this season. We are early doors, obviously. Next, Craig Dawson. He was overrated. So many errors. He was good value, but he was because he was cheap. Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at, Fraser. No disrespect. You know, Soufal's been decent because he's cheap. And sometimes when you sign players like this, you're not expecting too much. I'm not saying it's going to take us up a level. Of course it isn't. But until such time as Lopetegui gets another centre-back that he wants, another centre-back comes along of good quality, like Kilman, like Tadibo, it's a stopgap situation, isn't it? Jason Burchett doesn't agree, Fraser. Are you saying Dawson was poor? I get what Fraser's saying. Dawson did make a few mistakes, but for me, he was largely successful and became a bit of a cult hero. Usual Suspect says, why on earth did we let Ogbonna go? Good point. But let's be honest, if we would have given Ogbonna another year's contract, he's just gone to Watford, as I'm sure you know. If we would have given Ogbonna another year contract, that would have pissed off a lot of West Ham fans straight away. And it might have made the scouting network stop looking for centre-backs, maybe. I don't know. I think it was right to let him go. I think it was right to let him move on, if I'm honest with you. Davo says, we need a damn striker. Bill Clark said they didn't think that it would take so long to get rid of Zuma and Aguirre. Good point. I suppose they didn't want to sign a centre-back just in case those two didn't go. I mean, Zuma was never going to be nowhere near the starting lineup for Lopetegui and for the medical team. His knees are absolutely kaput. I mean, Aguirre, for me, was somebody who I thought Lopetegui could work with. I thought Lopetegui might have given him a chance, but I think his experience last year at West Ham, in and out of the team under the ex-manager, I think it made Aguirre want to leave. So I sort of get it. Jason Burchett says, Egan will be on a few quid. The others will be on a lot more. West Ham Kez, bring back Oggy. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Jason Burchett, yeah, I sort of get this. Egan, take Egan, old school centre-back, get stuck in and will not moan when on the bench. Yeah, there's an element of that. That's great. I mean, you'd imagine someone like him coming up through the ranks. As I said, he's been out for a while with his Achilles injury. He has played Premier League before. I think he's the sort of player who'll be good for the squad. May not change the team, may not improve the team, but he'd be good to have around the place. We have 2 spaces available in the squad before submitting to the FA. Yeah, we do. And Lopetegui alluded to that fact, didn't he? In his interview when he said we've got a couple of spaces left in the squad. So he'll be possibly looking for some free transfers. Hummels is coming here because Jazz on West Ham Irons channel gave us all another world exclusive. I can't comment. I didn't watch Jazz show, but it wasn't really a world exclusive, obviously. But everyone knew it. Kent Hammers, I agree with Kent. Perfect fourth choice defender or centre back, John. No wages, major experience. I have to agree with Kent. I have to agree with you there, Kent. Alec Bassendale. Right now, we are looking for a cheap backup. That's all. Exactly. Stopgap situation. We aren't going to sign some world-class talent, as chances are he will be playing fourth choice to Mav, Kilman and Todibo. Excellent, Alex. Sorry. I totally agree with you. Somebody like Egan will fit the criteria of centre-back we are looking for at this moment, i.e., happy to be a squad player, happy to be fourth choice, professionalism, won't be moaning, won't be rocking the boat. I think for where we're at now and for what Lop is looking for, which isn't a long-term signing centre-back. He's not going to look to sign someone like Egan on a 5-6 year deal, but it could be a good stopgap till the end of the season or for the next 18 months, like Dawson was, yeah? So, wait, we are getting Egan. Might as well bring in a youth player. Yeah, I get you. I mean, you've got Casey knocking about. But, you know, sometimes you need that little bit of experience as well. Andy Imp says, the problem was Aguirre was effing us around. Dougie says, Big John, great to hear from you. We lumbered with a striker we wanted to replace 2 seasons ago. Very true. Very true. Should have kept Aguirre if we're looking at injury-prone players. Well, I don't think Aguirre wanted to stay. I think his mind was made up before the season ended last season. I think he wanted out. I mean, I went to the Bournemouth game. He turned up about 5 minutes before kickoff in his Lamborghini. Not saying he can't have a nice motor, but his head is with it. He wanted to go some time ago. Egan's not injury prone. Before this injury, yes, he had a good time out. I'm not going to lie. But before this injury, he hasn't been injury prone. Achilles is a big one. Look, and he isn't signed yet. You know, they're going to do due diligence. They're going to give him the opportunity to play in the behind the closed doors game. So, look, he's not signed yet. And we have to trust the process, yeah? Trust the bloody process. Egan, if on low wages, then it's all right. I don't mind. He will be, mate. Leonardo, he will be. I mean, I'm not being horrible, but I don't think Sheffield United would have been paying huge wages. I reckon, at a guess, without investigating it, I don't think he would have been on more than 20 grand a week. I might be wrong, so don't kill me for it. Good to see you, John, in your black cab, bud. Thank you very much. On a plus note, anyone is better than shit-ass liability Mavropanos. Disagree, Mikey. I think Mavropanos has been okay so far this season. Yeah? John, me old China, how's it going? My favourite Claret and Boozer. I'm everyone's favourite, you know? No? Is the meter running? Yes. And I'm charging it back to Nick. Tight ass. There we go. Anything else in the chat? Let's have a look. Who the fuck's this imposter? Shut up, Nick, you bellend. What? Every time I do a show, it just turns into fucking insults, yeah? Jesus Christ. This is why we are not signing Hummels. Even at 35, he's too good for West Ham. Disagree, mate. I don't think he's too good for West Ham, but I think he's too good for what we're looking for at this moment, which is fourth choice centre-back, probably. Yeah? He's not going to be happy to play second fiddle. Right. So, as we said, could Egan be the new Dawson? We don't know. Give the guy a chance. If we sign him, I think it's a good opportunity for peanuts, free transfer, low weekly salary until such time as Lopetegui goes and finds someone he wants or can get someone that he wants, yeah? For me, I think it's a no-brainer, personally. 20 grand a week. We've got 2 places to play within the squad. They're going to watch him behind game behind closed doors. So for me, it's a no-brainer if he passes all the medicals, yeah? And you never know. We might get into Europe and he might score a fantastic header against Lyon. And then he will be the new Dawson. Then you'll all be eating your words. Right, I've got to get back on the road. Mrs. has phoned me up. She wants a new handbag. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and leave a comment if you want. Take care, people. Nice to see you. Adios, amigo. And Jon Egan, we're going to get you soon. Come on, potato.